Hi and very good morning to Dr. Nuhani binti Haji Abah Ibrahim and to my fellow classmates. Before I begin with my presentation past year, let me introduce myself first. My name is Edra Aktor Analibin and I'm from BA 2423B. So for this video will be for ECO531 Monetary Theory and Policy. I will presenting about topic 8 for the past year. So this is the past year, June 2014, question 5C and D. The question is given like this. Using ISLM model, explain the impact on interest rate and GDP when there is C, a decrease in net export spending, and D, an increase in price level. So for the first one will be decrease in net export spending, which is impacted to interest rate and GDP. As we can see here, I use the graph of interest rate and aggregate output and ISLM curve. Let me explain. IS curve refers to the equilibrium of goods and services, while LM curve refers to the equilibrium of money market. For interest rate, it rises as the decreasing in net export spending. This is because Malaysian government rely more on importing goods from other countries. As a result, interest rate increases due to imported goods and services. This shows negative relationship between net export spending and interest rate and move the interest rate from I1 to I2. When the net export spending decreases, aggregate output will also decreases together with national income. This is happens as Malaysian government produce less goods and services. Therefore, both aggregate output and national income or GDP, gross domestic product, has positive relationship and causes aggregate output move from Y1 to Y2. Based on all this, the equilibrium point will move from point 1 to point 2, which shifts leftward LM curve from LM1 to LM2 with constant IS curve. Next will be an increase in price level. As we can see from this graph, I use the same graph but different illustration for this and different arrow also. Let's begin. For interest rate, it drops as an increase in price level of aggregate output. This is because Malaysian government tend to produce more goods and services as the demand of goods and services increase. As a result, interest rate decreases from I2 to I1, and this shows negative relationship between interest rate and price level. Let me explain this. As we can see, from I2 go down to I1, which is decrease. But inversely for the price level, it increases from Y2 to Y1. National income rises as the price level of output rises. This causes more produced goods and services that distribute to Malaysian consumers, which shifts the LM curve move to the right from LM2 to LM1. As we can see, the previous one will be LM1 to LM2, right? But for this will be LM2 to LM1, which shift the curve to the right. It shows positive relationship between national income and price level. Therefore, the equilibrium moves from point 2 to point 1 with constant IS curve. That is all from me. Thank you for your attention.